Greetings and salutations. It's Quiz yet again with another But Will It Snipe? And what we're looking at today is the DG-56. Now, yeah, it's a 3-round burst weapon. Yeah, it's got a semi-automatic. I think it has a semi-automatic. Let me pop into the gun range and find out. At least confirm it. It does indeed have a semi-automatic. So, we're going to see if it can snipe. We're going to come back and we're going to do the gun range like we normally do at the end. Just to see how lethal it would be against plates, and see how many, shots it takes on, 3 plates and then also in standard. Because I know that there's a lot of people that play standard, there's a lot of people that play Warzone. And like I said, I'm not a Warzone player. I play standard. I used to play a whole lot more standard, but then my friend Dylan got me into playing hardcore, and I haven't looked back. So why? And the reason I do this, and this is one of the key reasons I do the But Will It Snipe videos. The reason I do it is to, again, show lethality at range, and that's legitimately it. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy, sniping with non-sniping weapons because it's a lot of fun. Whoa! I just got executed. Like really, really close. My teammate just shot me. That was no good. But anyway, I enjoy sniping with random weapons. Gonna have to turn the master volume down, I think. Taking fire. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the master volume down a little bit. There we go. I turned my computer audio up. And when I turn the bass volume up on my computer, ooh, that's not looking good. It's not looking good. The lethality is not very high at a great distance.
Care package. Hostile UAV in the area.
Not looking good for this thing already.
Enemy Overwatch Helo inbound.
I don't know. Headshots seem to be pretty highly lethal. Ooh, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. This might actually work, but I think you gotta get the headshot. I think if you get the headshot, its lethality is vastly increased. I know that sounds like a oh no kidding moment, right? If you get a headshot, you're more lethal. Yes, but what I'm getting at is
30 seconds remain.
okay, 112 meters, headshot. It's looking up. It's showing a little bit of promise here. Showing a little. I mean, you see the smile on my face. 112 meters with a DG-56 is pretty fun. But it's like, there are some guns that if you hit high torso, you can drop them. And that right there is what I'm talking about, like that heightened level of lethality. Now, if this gun is simply just lethal with headshots at that range, that's an acceptable sniper, because there's a lot of marksman rifles that require a headshot. There's a lot of sniper rifles that require a headshot in order to be lethal, especially in like standard or even Warzone. So you've got that little bit of wiggle room that if you use it in hardcore and it shows lethality on a headshot, yeah, we could say that it's got a little bit of lethality here. And again, joining a game late, as I've said in one of the previous episodes, it's not one of my favorite things to do. Because when you join a game late, you almost feel cheated out of a portion of the gameplay. Number one. Number two, you feel like the game could have broken down differently if you were there from the beginning. Like the pathway of them constantly coming up and under and from behind would have been different. They may have gone around different lanes if you had been there in the beginning, because you might have been covering that lane underneath in the middle. So having that break down the way it does changes the it's not really demographic, but what's the word I'm looking for? I'll think of it in a minute. Dynamic. Changes the dynamic. I knew it started with a D though. It changes the dynamic of how the game goes. And when you have that dynamic shift, it can really change the game completely. It's odd, but you'll get the same feeling like if you sit down and play. You'll get that same feeling of like joining a game late. Wow, I missed.
We have taken the lead.
But yeah, you'll get the definite feeling of, ouch, that was painful, of a dynamic change in the game. About, how certain gunfights would have broken down. And like you'll see by the end of this game that you have a shift in where people run to, where people are shooting from. Like you don't see the people shooting from the center. You see a lot of like fringe camping right now, and a lot of fringe maneuvers. And so it's definitely interesting. Yeah, I know it's gonna be dead there. And when they camp the fringes like that, it's definitely got a different feel that if they camp, say, the middle spire. Now, I could go up on the middle spire and really start hammering down on people, but I don't really like to do that. Not because I feel like it's cheap, but because I feel like everybody else does that, you know? I want to be at least a little bit different in the content I create. I almost shot him. And like I said, I don't play with aim assist at all. Because to me, aim assist is like akin to telling your, game to play for you, essentially. It's like all I have to do is hold down the L trigger, and my game will aim for me, and then I just have to fire. It's like, and I don't want that. Wow, I didn't even see him there.
Friendly UAV online.
My teammate walked right in front of me. And then wonders why he gets a bullet right in the spine.
Enemies here.
I didn't see that shot. It was a good shot. You gotta give him that. Well, that was a good one too. Gotta, hey, credit where credit is due. That's the thing. You have so many people out there that'll deny a shot. And they'll say, oh, well, how did I get shot? I mean, I've said it too. Don't get me wrong. There are times that I really question where a shot came from. And so I was a fool. I walked right over that grenade. I was a big fool. But no, like there'll be times that I've questioned where a shot has come from. And because I don't see the shooter. And by not seeing the shooter, it really, makes you think, well, wait, how'd they get that shot? But when you finally see where you're being shot from multiple times, like there, I mean, they're good. That person's really accurate. I gotta hand it to them. I mean, my accuracy is okay. It could be better. My accuracy could be much better.
UAV on station. Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead.
That person is absolutely tearing up people. Like, look at that. That jump shot was absolutely disgusting. I mean, that was a disgusting jump shot, and I gotta hand it to him.
We've lost the lead. They're getting hit hard.
Wow, there was two people there. Yeah, I figured we were gonna lose that one.
Mission failed. Return
Guy down there, this guy right down here. Right there. Guy's crazy. Yeah, a 0.95 to a 2.28. I mean, I got a ton of headshots that game, so I'll go with that. One of which is on my own team. It's the problem with hardcore is you know, you end up shooting your own teammate. Yeah, you get team kills. I'm hoping for something like Invasion. I want a really nice long map. Spore Yard's nice. I'll take that. Spore Yard's what I would call a mid-range sniping map. Now, of course, people be like, "What do you mean? What's a mid-range sniping map?" Well, you could. I think the longest shot you can get on Spore Yard is like 85 to 93 meters in that ballpark. But you have to be prone on the boxes on the second floor of the warehouse, in the left corner, shooting all the way across to the right-hand side of the other house on the second floor in the last office cube. So it's like a diagonal cross map shot. And I think it's like 87 to 95 meters. It's quite a long distance. It's a pretty gnarly shot. And if you can make that, then, you know, pretty solid. I think I've made a shot very similar to that once on Spore Yard. And I prefer Spore Yard over Scrapyard because of just the bioluminescent fungus. It's just a cooler look. I mean, that's... I love the little things they do to the older maps like this, like Scrapyard, and give it a new spit and polish. Having that new spit and polish on Scrapyard is really unique, and it makes the map a little bit more fun to play. Chunked it hard. People can hear your boot steps, man. That's a body. That's not, though. That's a live body. I want to see him. Got him. Okay, it's a dead guy. Oh, that guy's pretty quick on the trigger. Gotta hand him that. My teammate's got a real good reflex. He's making some pretty nasty reflex shots, and I got everything. Oh, there was a... Oh, didn't even think to look there. Putting a mine's great and all, but you gotta follow it up, man. Alright, there's a 66 meter.
Hostile care package inbound. Hostile mosquito is online.
I prefer guns that really have that upper torso lethality. I mean, like I said, if you manage to get the headshots with this one, it's a really good weapon. If you manage to get the headshots, but if you don't manage to get the headshots, it's kind of depressing.
Hostile airstrike near your location. Hostiles launched a cruise missile. UAV on station.
Here they thought they could get the kill by throwing an airstrike that way. Whenever you hear, like, hostile airstrike, just move. Because if you're sniping, chances are it's on you. I saw that guy's boots. I don't think he's going to be brave enough to go that way, though. Maybe. One right there. Never mind, he's dead. Man, what's with my team? My team is on point right now. Had that shot. He's using the 50 cal. M450 cal. Not anymore, buddy. I mean, I knew that I was going to get him, but I knew I was also going to lose a lot of lives getting to him to get him. Because I really had to, like, slice the pie and find him.
Cluster mine detected.
Guy over there. Shot was high.
Friendly UAV online.
I hear the shots, but I don't see them. Oh, he was down there. I'm dead. Never mind, somebody else is dead. They found the mines.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I have to change up my strategy because I am getting
The enemy holds the lead. Clock's ticking.
absolutely slaughtered. Oops. One here. That's the headshot. And of course he was looking that way.
Covering your throwing grenade. Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover. Taking fire.
Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Ow. I thought I had drill charges. Thought I had drill charges equipped. Legitimately thought I had that, but turns out I was very wrong. Oh, that guy's back again.
We're getting hit hard. Hostile IMS active. Hostiles deployed a mosquito.
Yep, they got me. I played like garbage. Yeah, I played like garbage. That was a bad, bad game. Yep. I don't know how the game tells you, oh, don't leave, you have a higher chance of getting a win if you stick around with your team. No, you don't. Don't believe that. That's a myth. I'm going to do one more game, and hopefully I'm going to get something good, like maybe Invasion. I don't know. It's not looking... I mean, the sniping ability... No, we're not going to do Tokyo or Greece. Especially not with that team again. Same guy on there, he's just going to come jumping around every corner and kill me. But nah, the gun will actually be lethal at 112 meters. We saw this. It just requires a headshot. So it's lethal at a range. Really? Scrapyard? Oh, as well, I guess. So it's lethal at a long range. But at the same time, if you're not exactly getting a headshot, the lethality drops substantially. After this, I'm going to take it to the shooting range, and I'm going to see exactly how many shots it takes on a standard dummy at long range, and how many shots it takes on a plated dummy at long range. And that's just to test both regular multiplayer and Warzone. And because there's a lot of people that'll pass up a gun, they'll pass up like the DG-56, or they won't put it in their loadout, or they'll pass up other weapons because that's not the meta, right? And I put that in quotes. It's not the meta. And the reason is people obviously they want to, when they're playing Warzone, especially ranked. And I can't hate them for doing it in ranked. If you want to play ranked and you want to play it to the best of your abilities, and that's what you do, that's your goal. Hey, I'm all for you doing everything you need to do to be the best possible player. So play the meta, do what you need to do to be that best player. And when you are doing that, that's fine if you want to bypass a weapon and choose something different, like an SVA. It's perfectly fine. Is it my type of weapon? No. That's a dead person. I knew that was coming.
Friendly UAV on station.
Because my team pushed the other thing. They pushed the spawn switch. Had they not pushed the spawn switch, I think it would be different. Wow, you're just gonna camp there?
Enemy KIA. On your six.
Loading fresh mag.
Gotcha. Oh, it's 101 meters. How about that? Take that. No problems. And they push the spawn switch again. Like, this is another thing I don't like. If you see that your team has a decent long-range sniping core, and by that I mean like people that can hit the long shot, and they're not revealing their location. You're not losing a lot of people like that right there. Quit spawn swapping. Just don't do it.
Change your mags. On your six.
Because when you do that and you cause the spawn swap, it causes your team to have to readjust. And it's horrible. It's like, just let them sit where they want to sit and, you know, let them get interlocking fields of fire. Just play to that advantage. You have the long game because somebody's really sniping very well. Let them keep sniping. It's like the old Marie Antoinette thing, like, you know, let them eat cake, but not, you know. That one was a more of a metaphor about, you know, oh, well, the people are starving and they want bread. We'll let them eat cake. That was a metaphor for starving French people in the French Revolution, but that's not the point. Point I'm getting at is, if you've got people playing a really strong long game, let them eat, you know? You know, no sense in destroying a good thing. Yeah. I couldn't hear him.
Friendly UAV on station.
There's a freight train nearby, so I couldn't hear him at all.
Friendly VTOL inbound. Friendly UAV online.
Why do people not run cold blood? That's like the question of the century. It's like, you know that people are going to run AI-controlled kill streaks. Why do you not run cold blood?
Time is half over. Maintain the lead. VTOL available.
Like, I don't understand that. It's like, people love running AI-controlled kill streaks, and yet you have, you know, every person in the world out there just deciding, nope, not gonna run cold blood. He got me. Good shot. Good shot. I'll give him that. That's a good one.
station.
I don't think he knows that I pistol snipe. I do. I pistol snipe quite often. No, you don't. Thermals. Ah!
The mission's complete. Good work.
This is glorious, by the way. Yeah, see? That one was much better. And we've proven that it can snipe. If it's a headshot. So yes, this one can snipe. But now it's time to go to the gun range and see exactly how lethal it is on plates, for all you Warzone players out there. And then we're going to announce what the next gun is, which I believe is the FR. I believe it's the FR. Obviously, I'll test both in semi-auto and 3-round burst. Check, see if this has plates. Nope, no plates. So this is no plates. Four shots. So that would make it about 7 shots with plates. Eight shots. Now we're going to take a look, see how good the 3-round burst is. Of course, I'm mounting up so it makes it more stable. I mean, it'll use more rounds because it's less accurate. But for mid-range, I mean, it would be... It's a pretty solid gun. 3 pulls of the trigger mid-range. That's full plate. We're talking... That's a solid rifle to pick up in... Definitely a solid rifle that you could pick up in Warzone. And in Standard. I think it would be... I think it's a very good decision. It is the FR556. I'm going to go with the World Ender. But I'm going to change up the parts. I always do. Let's... We're going to go with the longboard because everybody knows me and my love of aim down sight. Or aiming idle sight, I should say. But this will be the next weapon we use, and that will be the day after tomorrow, as today is currently the 18th. It's Thursday, so this one will go up on Thursday of the DG-56, and then tomorrow, on Friday, will be the FR. This is not a bad... I prefer the flinch resistance, so we'll go with that. And I will put something that gives me aim down sight steadiness here. Aiming idle sway. I don't mind losing the aim down sight speed, so we'll just go with that. But that's going to be tomorrow's Will It Snipe? This one's going up today. And, just, you know, if you want to see me do something more interesting, a little bit different, let me know. I mean, definitely comment, give feedback, whatever. Whether it's, you know, compliments, complaints, feedback in general, just let me know. Because the more feedback I get, the better I can narrow things down and create a better viewing experience for others. But as always, I always leave this thing unedited, and the reason for that is to show everything, to show the highs and the lows. As a lot of people will make like a highlight reel, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I like leaving it raw, unfiltered. And it shows what can go on in the course of a game. But as always, I want everybody to have a fantastic evening and a wonderful tomorrow, and have a good one.